Okay, in this section, we will learn about some terminologies for 3D trigonometric problem. So you can see that the first one is angle between two straight lines. So you can see you are given two lines, L1 and L2. They intercept at a point. Then the acute angle formed is the angle between the two straight lines. Note that it is acute angle, not the obtuse angle. Okay. Next one, we will learn the distance between a point and a line. So a point, there's a point P, and there is a line L, a straight line it is. So how can we find the distance between a point and a line? So in math, when you are asked to find the distance between a point and a line, it must be the shortest distance. What is the meaning of shortest? It means the point, we project the point onto the line. Project means it is a right angle. So point P project to L, it becomes P prime. So like this figure. So in this figure, P is a point not on the line L, while P prime is a point on L, such that PP prime is perpendicular to L. Then the length of PP prime is the shortest distance from the point P to L. We call it the distance between point P and L. Okay, next concept we'll learn is the distance between a point and a plane. So when there is a point P here, a plane here, we usually call it as pi. This plane we call it as pi. The distance between the point and the plane is, again, we just project P onto the plane. That means like there is a sun here, then we project P and put it here, similar to a shadow of P, and it must be perpendicular to the plane. Then this distance is the distance between a point and the plane. So in the figure, P is a point above the plane pi, and P prime is a point on pi. If PP prime is perpendicular to any line on pi, that is passing through P prime, then we say that PP prime is perpendicular to pi, and P prime is the projection of P. Projection of P. Okay, I highlight here. PP prime is projection of P on the plane, and the length is the distance between P and P prime. Okay, next concept, we'll learn projection of a straight line on a plane. So this time is not a point, this time is a line L, and there is a plane here, plane pi. So what is the projection of L on the plane? So you can just imagine that there is a sun here, so it makes the shadow of L on the plane pi as this. Of course, for example, this tone A, it will project to A prime and so on. So because it is projection, it must be perpendicular. So this line we call it L prime, which is the projection of L. So you can see this figure. Sorry. You can see this figure. So L is a straight line not lying on pi. Each point on the line L has a projection on the plane. This projection from L prime form a straight line L prime. And then the L prime is the projection of L on pi. Okay, next concept we'll learn is angle between a line and a plane. So now we have a line L here and a plane here, which is again called as pi. When we want to find the angle between a line and the plane, we need to make the projection of the line on the plane first. So, for example, there are two endpoints on L. One is A, one is B. Of course, when we project A on pi, since A is already on the plane, so the projection of A is again A. And projection of B is here, B prime. So by lining up these 2 points, A and B prime, this is the projection of L. And then the angle between L and its projection is the angle between a straight line a straight line and a plane. So this angle is the angle between the straight line and the plane. And then we will learn finally the angle between 2 planes. So these 2 planes, I assume they are not parallel. Another one use different color. So there's 2 planes here. For example, this is beta, and this plane we call it alpha. And the line of their intersection, I assume it as AB. Assume there is a point M here. So first of all, when we want to find the angle between the plane, we need to use a line to represent each plane first. How to use a line to represent each plane? Well, this line must be perpendicular to the plane. For example, this line is perpendicular to L, so this line can be represented alpha. And this line is perpendicular to beta, so it can represent beta. And then the angle between these 2 lines is the angle between the planes. Okay, the angle between the lines is the angle between the plane. So this is the angle of intersection. So in the figure, plane alpha and plane beta intersect at the straight line AB. XM and YM are on alpha beta and both perpendicular to the line AB. Then angle XMY is called angle between 2 planes. Okay, is the end of this section. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.